National banks are taking a hit, but we wanted to see if local banks are also affected by the shockwaves of this crash.
Michael Sandlin speaking to a local bank today. Michael, do they think this could spiral all the way down to the local level?
Well, Jeff, local banks like Genoa Bank will likely go by unscathed. Both their bank president and local experts agree it comes down to one thing. They have a very different set of priorities when it comes to investing other people's money. As more information about SVB's financial portfolio is revealed, the more Toledo's Associate Professor of Finance, Colin Gilstrap, says he questions how the bank came to be in power in the first place.
I think my undergraduate students could probably run a bank balance sheet a little bit better than they did.
The problem is, the bank acted like a gambler, investing their customers' money in long-term options like 15 and 30-year bonds, assuming they would never have to pull that money out. After all, tech has been the market that just won't stop the last few years. But then tech hit a wall, and SVB had to pull out those bonds far too early.
But because they bought all these long-term treasury bills, they're only making 1 to 1.5% on their investments. So they're just every day losing money because of poor bank management.
Now the bank is no more, and other banks that also invested in tech or SVB stock are also paying the price. But local financial institutions like Genoa Bank say they didn't get burned at all. Its president, Marty Sutter, says it comes down to better investment choices.
I've been president and CEO for over 24 years. We've never went out and put long-term assets like mortgages, even residential mortgages.
Instead, they sell off their mortgages to the bigger institutions. Sutter says as a community bank, they can't treat their customers' money like a casino, because they know the faces of the people they're borrowing from.
That trust is important. We know them. We see them at the grocery store. We see them at our church. We see them around. We want to make sure they're well taken care of.
Sutter says the biggest risk of all was being laser focused on technology startups to make a faster buck. While local banks make significantly less money, Sutter says giving a loan to a mom and pop shop is much more satisfying.
Locally owned community banks make a difference in the community and make a difference in the communities we serve.
While both Gilstrap and Sutter agree that the banking industry as a whole isn't corrupt, they point out that employees from Lehman Brothers, one of the companies that were partially responsible for the 2008 economic crash, were working at SVB at the time of its failure as well. They say as long as the people responsible for these economic issues continue to get away with it, we'll continue to see these issues crop up. Reporting in downtown Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin, WTOL 11.